Warning! The following podcast contains strong language which some listeners may find offensive. If you do,
up yours! That's only if you don't listen to the podcast. Otherwise, not up yours.
did you know the Untitled Wrestling Podcast is on all of the social media outlets? Give us a like, follow, share, subscribe, or even a review if you're feeling generous. Facebook and YouTube at Untitled Wrestling Podcast, Twitter, Twitch and Discord at Untitled Rest Pod.
Welcome everybody to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. Oh, I done that all very quickly, didn't I?
Oh yeah, hang on.
That's
fine.
Let's just
Wait
do
there.
that again. Yeah. But yeah.
The power of the triangle.
Power!
Power of the triangle. Welcome everybody to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. It's our NXT review. We're back. Oh yeah. Are you ready, boys?
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, indeed. We're a couple of days away from the prophecy being fulfilled. Are we excited?
I've got the fear.
I've got the fear.
Right, what fear have you got, boys? Talk me through this
It
fear.
could be the end of the NXT review.
It could be it. This
Why?
could be the last. This could be the last one.
Why would it be the end?
Because Aaran foolishly bet himself that if Grayson Waller doesn't win the belt at Vengeance Day, that's it. We're packing it in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, he better fucking win.
Yeah, but I've got the fear now he isn't gonna, because like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
the whole thing was relying on Breaker coming out at the Rumble.
Didn't he happen?
Nothing happened at
In
the
fact,
Rumble.
we got no NXT men in the Rumble.
Well,
the women's, however,
we got Booker T, which
doesn't count.
Kind of
B-Terror doesn't count.
B-Terror and his fucking wonky legs, aye.
Nope.
Aye.
B-Terror
Where is
and
it?
the worst spinneroonie since I fell over in that car park.
His legs that bend in the way like an ostrich.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where is it?
he's,
I can't even find it.
he's become sentient. You'll find him in your.
He just appears from the roof.
It's
going,
like that
"Yucky
film."
ducky."
He just comes out and goes. "Meh." No, like he fucking does all the time, just making random noises.
Oh, I can't even find Booker.
Told
no.
you, he's wandered off. He's started a life of his own.
I know, but he made so many fucking noises this week.
This. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can set that as a message tone on and his fucking rant about cast iron pans or whatever he was going on about. Fucking, like, I don't... Oh, fucking hell. I don't know. What? Did he get... I can't even remember. Did he actually do anything at the Rumble? Like, because that might have...
he done his spinneroonie and then went
did
out.
He might have got... It might have jogged something loose in his brain, like...
Fucking men's rumble.
Man's a fool.
Anyway,
The man's an arse.
right. Shall we start the NXT review, boys?
Troy's off looking for B-Terror.
Yeah, well, see goes now. B-Terror hunt. We'll just continue.
You
Starting
continue. I can still hear you.
Starting the show off is the Creed brothers versus Indus. The very long-awaited match, isn't it, boys?
Months we've been waiting for this.
Oh yeah, it's
both-
what I was waiting for.
They're both at 100%.
Aye, okay.
Shucky ducky.
Fucking hell.
Ah,
He's
fuck.
back, baby.
He's back.
Right, business can resume.
Right, it's a-
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams. Rah! These are fucking
I'm
mad.
enjoying this match so much, I want to go home for my sea bass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the fact that we'll get to that.
we'll get
I've
to
just
it.
remembered a bit that happened.
Oh, God.
It's a very aggressive and lots of man grunts match. A lot
Yeah.
of.
Well, they're big lads, aren't they? So it's. You know.
It sounded like a fucking arm wrestlers convention. It's just...
Over the top.
What?
The film Over the Top.
Oh, over the
Stallone.
top.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Plays a truck driver that competes in arm wrestling contests. That's a film.
That's a
Sounds
film.
like a riveting fucking film.
Is that a Hallmark film?
No, it's a Sylvester Stallone one. I think he has to win his son back in an arm wrestling. It's something shite. Like,
Fucking hell.
B-Terror says the word bear too many times in this match.
Says a lot too many times in the whole show.
He keeps using that word. I don't think it means what he thinks it
No,
means.
no. Both teams have went for the all-out attack, no defense option, like I do on Football Manager.
Fair.
Yep. Julius gets the big men on top of him.
What?
Yeah, not like that, Troy. Come on, calm down.
Quiet at the back.
Brutus gets a hot tag. Joseph calls it smash mode.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah. Oh, I've got gripes with Joseph all night, by the way. Julius tries his best not to break Veer's neck on the power bomb that he had him 3 times trying to lift him up.
Yeah. I mean, it was an impressive feat of strength, but
eventually,
fucking be careful with the guy. Jesus.
Ivy goes on the apron, swiftly getting yeeted off it, in turn, costing Diamond Mine the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a shonky finish, this.
You know what that means, though, boys? We get
What?
to prolong the story.
We get more of it.
Yeah.
Fucking prolapse the story. This is terrible.
Hundreds of years of this now. Forever.
Hundreds of years.
Till the heat death of the universe. The Creed brothers and Indashare.
And cockroaches.
Yeah. Share. Yeah.
In the shirt and share.
And share. I think that's where they get the name from. No. Yeah, it was fine. It was good. It was a good big lads slapping each other match, but
There was a better big lad slapping each other match on this card.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
don't, Aaron, not like that.
oh.
But yeah, it was
it was
strange.
so
And then
good.
also, like you said, wanky finish again.
Yeah. Considering this has been built up for fucking months and months, man, to have it just finish with this silly, yeah. I wouldn't have mind, if this is a trilogy of matches, which it's definitely going to be, at least a trilogy of matches. But we'll see them individually against each other, and then we'll see them again in a tag team match against each other.
But don't forget, Jinder's there now, so you'll get the singles matches with Jinder as well.
Aye.
Every possible combination that is
Yeah.
available.
5-star bangers in the performance centre from Jinder. Yes, mate. That's former WWE champion Jinder
Yeah.
Mahal to you.
I'm sick of hearing that already.
Why?
Make a point.
But it's true. There's no lies detected.
Fucking cool.
He's won the
India
WWE.
market's so good that they
He's-
just binned off that fucking.
He's won the
Whatever they were
WWE
doing.
championship more times than Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah,
Don't
Ziggler's
upset
been
the
world
boy.
champ, so it's fine.
WWE champion
It doesn't
more
matter.
times than Ziggler.
They were both equal, so it's fine.
Fuck off!
I mean, they were.
I'm gonna go make a brew while you
They
finish
were.
this call.
They were.
Sure.
The titles were equal. They were. One was the Raw main title. One was
Listen,
the SmackDown main title.
We could do an episode on this totally separately.
Yeah, we can.
No,
because-
no. About Jinder's title reign.
hey.
I don't think it was that bad. I really don't. I enjoyed Jinder
It was
as
all for the
champion.
Indian market, wasn't it? That's
Of
genuinely
course
what
it was.
for.
Who was Dolph as champion for? What market was that for? Just you.
The ones that were still upset about the Undertaker retiring Shawn Michaels. Those ones.
Fuck off. Oh dear. But yeah, look, we're going to get this for at least another 10 years.
Yeah.
It was a shonky finish. I wouldn't, as I was saying, I wouldn't have minded seeing this later on down the line. It would have made sense. But as a first match, they should have just. It should have ended in a double DQ or a double knockout. If you're trying to put across that these two are equals, have that happen, and then have this finish happen maybe later on down the line. But yeah, it's just naffing it.
Ziggler's held the NXT title more than Jinder Mahal. There you go.
Christ, I've got a custard cream.
Yeah.
Jinder was in the tournament to crown the first NXT champion, wasn't he?
And he lost in the final.
He lost the final to Seth.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. How many NXT tournaments has Dolph been in?
He doesn't need a tournament 'cause he's actually won the title.
Yeah, when it looked like a it looked like a bag of fucking sherbet, doesn't count. There's no prestige.
Some would say it's even more
Some would say that, but they'd be idiots.
the idiots who can't say their fucking words properly. Aye.
Don't worry about it.
Right. Anyway,
Just do what B-Terror does and just make a noise. If you can't speak, just go.
aye. Right.
Where he
Next.
got kicked in the head on Saturday in summer.
Oh,
Next up, Axiom reminds Tyler Bate a lot of A-Kid, funnily enough, in this segment.
This was kind of funny.
this is funny. I enjoyed this.
He then challenges Bate to just a nice friendly. Oh, well, that's
Friendly, I'm friendly.
This is,
that was a bit risky. That one. Kim comes out. Right. David Kemp shows up after coming out the Level Up locker room, giving it Billy Big Bollocks. Yeah. Bate calls him a wazik essentially as he walks away. Cool.
Axiom questions what that means, and doesn't he call him a pendejo or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes. Which
Which
means
is what in Spanish? Does it just mean
Prostitute.
bastard or something? A prostitute.
It's normally prostitute,
Down
isn't
the
it?
door.
Normally. a lady from the docks.
Pendejo.
It
Bastard.
just means an idiot.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
But there is a song by Enrique Iglesias called Pendejo, so I'm assuming that's a diss track.
Pendejo.
A diss track. To who?
His dad. Oh, that lass who took Anna Kournikova off him, probably.
Sure.
Sure, right.
I don't know the
On
story
that-
there.
no,
Some
So
on the pulse of celebrity culture there.
On that note,
I had Anna Kournikova Smash Court Tennis on the PlayStation. That was a good game.
Did
For
it come
those
with
that
a free
remember.
poster?
I think it did actually.
it probably would have.
I'm
done,
sure it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, move on. Lesson about that.
Troy, where's that poster now? Huh?
It's on that way. It's stuck to the wall. There's no blue tack.
Nope. It's got a hole where the mouth is so you can put your tongue through and pretend.
Jesus Christ.
Next up, let's talk about more women in not so much of a disgusting way. Zoey Stark versus Indy Hartwell. There's a backstage segment. Ooh, riveting. The fact that we're having a fucking argument about who survived the longest in the Rumble. What the fuck's that meant to mean? Who gives a monkeys?
Oh, I know, it's a big deal. Like NXT
clout,
call-ups to
isn't
the
it?
Rumble, yeah.
And Zoey Stark's a dirty little liar. 30 minutes. Try 26 hen. You can't count.
She's rounded it off, isn't she? It's fine. I'd do the
So,
same.
My dick's 12 inches then.
What have you rounded that up from? One?
That's because it depends what you're rounding up to and what you're
Your
using to
guess
measure
is
it.
as good as mine. 'Cause she rounded
If you're
up,
using a
so-
trundle wheel, then yeah.
A trundle wheel. So many references here, mate.
I'm on fire today. It's been a fucking day for it, I tell you. I like the fact that Indy's holding court, and the only person there I recognised was Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice her until she came out the shadows.
Until she's getting everyone's fucking business, isn't she?
She was just blended in with all the other blonde women. It's fine.
Do you know one thing? And we touched on this, didn't we, before we started recording? Just a side note, but adjacent, if you like. I thought it was so cool to see so many of the NXT women in the Rumble. They were like, what, 4, 5 maybe?
Or
Who do we have?
Was it
Perez,
Perez, we
Hartwell.
had Indy, we had Zoey Starks, and there
I'm sure there was one more.
must have been.
I thought there was. But regardless, I thought it was really cool to see him in there.
They've got to bolster the ranks somehow, haven't they? Yeah.
I imagine if Nikita Lyons was fit, she'd have probably made
She'd
an
have been
appearance.
she'd have got a pop, yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was really, really cool. And I always find it interesting now, like, obviously we're quite a few years down the line, but just how much of, like, the participants in the Rumble are made up of former NXT guys and gals, how many of them are champions as well, like former champions.
Almost like it was always a developmental brand.
Almost.
It just got good. Yeah.
What are you looking up, Aaron?
it is just the 3 women. And
I thought
Is it
there was
just
another
I felt like there was
Yeah.
another.
No, it's just the 3 of them.
Was Cora Jet? No, she wasn't. Was she?
No.
No, that was a surprise, actually, to be fair. I expected to see her there.
Unless.
But we got
Anyway.
fucking loosely impressive fucking Indy Hartwell. Anyway.
Wow.
Why do you hate Indy Hartwell so much?
Let's be honest. Aaron doesn't like many women's wrestlers.
Here we
does
go.
he?
Here we go. Aye. Yeah.
What?
Aye.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
I just say what I see, and it's not my
All
fault.
right.
Say what you see.
Walker.
Fucking Roy Walker.
Mr. Chips there, what's he doing?
It's not my.
Stephen Mulhern and his massive forehead now, anyway.
His wham forehead.
He's at Butlins.
Is he?
Yeah.
He looks like a Funko Pop.
He does, actually, yeah.
So we've got so derailed here. Come on.
Right, yeah. And then they go, oh, we're having a match now. And they go, okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
So the match starts back and forth until an eye rake by Zoey Stark. Zoey Stark shouts during the match, "This is why I lasted longer than you." Now, it's usually the men that have that problem.
Whee! Fucking hell. We've gone there, have we?
It's early,
Why do we
yeah.
not
We
go
get
there?
come Tuesday, this
It's still early days, isn't it? There's still so much to go.
Yeah.
Christ.
As soon as the segment starts, that's when it falls apart.
Strap in, listeners. You're in for a fucking long ride this evening.
Indy Hartwell fires up, gets a few moves in. Stark hits a German suplex. Indy gets pushed on ropes. Stark hits finisher for the win.
Oh, if you're going to do those things subtly, just... Oh, no. The no from me.
Stark, Indy gets pushed on the ropes when she goes for a springboard Hooger Plonker. Stark hits her finisher for the win. B-Terror instantly goes, "Oh, Zoe."
No, thank you.
That's
He did.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
No, I know he did. Just no, thank you.
I'm going to start sampling them. I'm going to make
I was just-
I'm going to make a track.
Gonna say,
You know,
like, you make a
fucking
song.
Bad Bunny did.
Yeah.
Like, but mine's just going to be... It's gonna
Do you know what? I will send you the link to it. It was this again, another side note, but on a similar note. It was a Van Halen song, but it was basically all the vocal noises that weren't actual words, and it's just going.
There's a guy on Instagram who does them. He just takes all the bits out of songs that aren't lyrics and just puts them together, and it literally sounds like either porn or, like, depending on who it is,
Tasmanian Devil. Just
or that guy who hangs around the bins. Yeah. Twitchy the Tramp. Yeah. Twitchy Roebuck. Twitchy Roebuck.
Cool.
Right.
That's it. If you remember, if you look back, Twitchy Roebuck has been mentioned before. He's friends with Nathan's mum. Twitchy
Roebuck.
Yeah.
Oh my life.
Only because when I was writing my notes, at the top of my notes for NXT, it always has Twitchy Roebuck and Dr. Nathan Nine Dicks, and I don't know what.
Dr. Nathan Nine Dicks. Fucking
He must
hell.
have been the character I was going to introduce. And then Nathan stopped appearing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So Zoey Stark gets the win, and then after the match, Zoey Stark attacks Indy Hartwell as Sol Ruka saves the day. Woo.
Sol Ruka's getting in everyone's biz.
Zoey Stark says that, yeah.
They're high on her, aren't they? Like, she seems to feature every week on something.
I think she's gonna be part of the next thing, next wave of them, shall we say, with her and Tiffany Titanic. Yeah.
Yeah. She's good. To be fair, like, I think I knocked her in her first game. Well, not her necessarily. It was more just the gimmick. Obviously, she comes from like a surfing background. It was like, oh, I know we often say like lean into it, but like they've fallen over onto it. But they seem to have come back on that a little bit more now. But she's impressive. Like, she's super athletic.
There was a video on Twitter of her like doing this weird workout thing, and it's fucking like of like going from this to lifting to front flips all in like a sequence, and it's genuinely impressive for a fat lad like me.
But yeah, she, like you say, I feel like she's going to be in that kind of next wave of women that they start to make a bit more prominent. I feel like Nikita Lyons, Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade were in that category 6-8 months ago, maybe a little longer. And it feels like Sol Ruka is probably in that next one, along with, I don't know. Can't really think of anyone else.
Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton again, yeah.
Push Lash Legend back in there again.
Oh God, no, thank you.
Well, when they did the who framed Nikita Lyons thing, it showed all these women who were not sort of main eventers. Sort of thing.
Where's fucking Wally?
Yeah. It was good because I didn't pick up on any of that.
No, I didn't.
Can I go watch last week's NXT and see if they were actually there, or if they've just been
superimposed?
Right. So, yep, that's that segment. Next up, I've got one note because I'm talk shite again.
Aye.
Yep.
Pia pish.
Yeah, pish. Even coming
4 branches, 1 tree. I don't know what the fuck they say.
Even Pebbles has started to talk shite.
She's getting into it though, isn't she? But I think we're getting near to a debut for her though. With what happens, isn't it? Yeah. Same old shite. They deserve it. They've got the merit. The fucking what is it? The thing of an Ophium blade. They know what they're about. But Chase you're a bunch of pricks. Basically, is what they say, isn't it?
Like, follow a man that is
follow a false god.
Man. Yeah.
I'm like, he is a real man. He's got arms and legs and everything. Not saying the people without arms and legs aren't real men.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Before you start.
We haven't got a HR department here, have we?
No, but YouTube, innit? Like.
That's fine.
It's fine. We've said worse, and it's fine.
I know.
But... I have, yes. Next up, it's Apollo.
Apollo!
There you go. Got to let him do his bit.
My bit. Fucking hell. Oh, go. Yeah, it'll make you happy. Go on.
Everyone's got their bit, so let you see your bit.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that.
Apollo envisions his 2 out of 3 falls match. He's just basically showing us his envision, in turn, showing us his game plan.
Miss.
Sir.
Yes.
So, has Apollo still got his vision? Because he's lost his spooky eye.
He's got even greater vision. Cause
right, he's got 2020 future vision now.
Yeah. Hindsight now. Yeah.
What is this?
Oh, fuck knows, mate.
Why is he become Nigerian Mystic Meg? Like fortune teller Apollo Crews. Like, no, I hate this bollocks. Oh,
yeah. Why couldn't they just have him doing Apollo Crews stuff?
I'd sooner have him come out and been full Wakanda again.
Oh, Jesus
full
Christ.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
It was Wakanda. Yeah, Nigerian drum fighting Apollo. Yeah.
Hey, he was doing it on the Indies before he joined, wasn't he? That was his gimmick then.
I know, but it's that thing of when you abandon it and then go back to it, everyone is then allowed to go, what's happened to your voice? Like, you're allowed to do that, surely.
Hey, I thought you were Nigerian.
Yeah. Because they did it with Miro as well, didn't they, or something? Isn't there like a famous bit where Miro says something? And
sounds very American.
Oh, no, it's Natalia, isn't it? Was it
Natalia? No. You mean Lana?
Lana, sorry, yeah.
She just drops the Russian accent.
She just drops it completely, then goes, comrade, at the end. Right? But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Apollo doing spooky eye bollocks. Shite.
As you're absolutely correct. But you know what isn't shite? Apollo is almost definitely a space thing. I mean, it is definitely a space
It is definitely a space thing. There are numerous rockets named after it.
Yeah, so guess what, boys? It's space fact time. B-Terra?
Just whenever
shucky-ducky!
Whenever you make a noise, it's easy here.
Docker, is that you?
Uranus usually appears in classroom solar system models as a featureless blue ball.
Mine does.
I was waiting on it.
Fucking hell.
But this gas giant of the outer solar system is pretty weird on closer inspection. First, the planet rotates on its side, appearing to roll around the sun like a ball. According to NASA's Uranus guide, the most likely explanation for the planet's unusual orientation, it's about 90 degrees sideways compared to the other planets, is that it underwent some sort of titanic collision in the ancient past. Uranus's tilt causes what NASA considers to be the most extreme seasons in the solar system. For about a quarter of each Uranus year, or 21 Earth years, as each Uranus year is 84 years long, the sun shines directly over the north or south pole of the planet, which means for more than 2 decades on Earth, half of Uranus never sees the sun. Mine's
hell.
neither.
Wow.
This is all just a setup so he can do so many Uranus jokes.
Just so you can talk about his pasty cheeks. Right.
So you're Scottish. Uranus never sees sunlight. I didn't know it rolled on its side.
No, I didn't either.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
See, full of great facts for you.
There you go. Again, now you've started not doing Earth-like planets. It's fine.
Earth-like planets. Yeah, but it
rains squid.
But it rains squid, and it's 600 degrees Celsius. It's an Earth-like planet, right? Of course, it is. It rains squids. Oh, fucking hell!
That was your space fact.
Thank you, darling. That's good.
Right, next up is Wesley on the mic next. Oh, fuck me, this is drizzling pish, ain't it? Right.
Wesley.
So
Wesley.
I expected Wesley to be better than this.
I did.
I've got Parabot to help me with this one.
Oh, God.
If there was one segment that needed saved, it was this. So...
Is this the purpose of Parabot, to save segments?
To save segments, yeah.
Right. Fucking superb.
Or just promos where nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Just Dijak's gonna get his ass kicked, yeah boy he. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, and all that shiznit. You're just a white gray Kali mate. One sweep to the leg him take you down so many times like Dan Severn did to the Godfather. Or maybe not, because he was so good that took him out the tournament and I don't want to lose my title. Anyway, where was I?
Oh, thank you, Parabot.
Thanks. Does Parabot understand punctuation? Like, no, I mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, if you put a question mark, will it raise the inflection at the end to make it into a question?
Yeah, except at the end it went anywhere. Where was I?
Yeah,
so
that was more of a statement.
Is it like Ron Burgundy?
Ron Burgundy.
Like, damn it! Who put a question mark on a teleprompter? I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, that's basically what he says.
Genuinely, he didn't say an awful lot, and he was on the mic for about
an hour.
Minutes. Yeah, an hour or 2-3 minutes. It all felt the same. It's fine. Next up, I say next up. It's still the same segment. Just Dijak appears. Don't put stars in his eyes. I say the joke every
fucking week.
I know, but it's funny. Right.
Oh.
Wesley says, I came, I saw, and then I came again. Von Wagner appears.
Because you mentioned Common, Von Wagner.
Oh, it's like the Candyman.
It's like fucking Beetlejuice, yeah.
Oh.
Robert Stone goes, have you forgotten about Von Wagner? We fucking tried. We did try.
Every time I close my eyes, he appears.
I honestly forgot. See, when he showed up, I was like, oh, fuck, we've got Come Tuesday this week.
Come Tuesday.
Well, Wesley literally says, come Tuesday.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was doing. Because he paused, he smirked, the crowd got it. Even Von Wagner fucking cracked a little bit as well.
Yeah. Wesley says, come Tuesday, so guess what? It's now time for our Come Tuesday.
Come Tuesday?
It's been a while, isn't it?
Genuinely, it's
a build up.
Well, when I was watching NXT,
a build up. Got blue balls.
When I was watching NXT last night, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, I'm actually gonna have to. I forgot what I did for Come Tuesday. I had to think about it and go through my search history. That's a haunting fucking.
Oh God! You have to go through your own search history.
Christ! Must be a war crime.
It's an absolute tire fire. So, what you got?
Oh, sorry, dudes. The size and shape of a male animal's sperm is more related to the biology and mating practices of the female, which is why mouse sperm is longer than the sperm of the biggest land animal on Earth, the elephant. Two major factors in sperm size include the literal length and size of the female reproductive tract and how many mating partners the females have. Mice produce big sperm because in most people...
Big sperm.
Big sperm.
In most species, females have a lot of partners. The grouping of sperm can help to increase its competitiveness in the promiscuous animals. Accordingly, the deer mouse has sperm equipped with small hooks that helps them clump together in groups of up to 35 sperm to fight their way to the egg. Grouping sperm allows the cluster to swim in a straighter line to the egg. The ideal number is 7. Too many spermatozoa will eventually start working against each other. Meanwhile, female elephants have a very long reproductive tract, so male elephants have evolved to produce more but smaller sperm to combat the risk of dilution. To follow the reproductive strategy of mouse sperm, elephant sperm would need to be scaled enormously to make a difference.
Okay, makes sense. First of all, spermatozoa. I think she was in steps. And secondly, when you went 7 is the ideal number, are they gluing them together and going 14 and then we'll work down? Right.
7. It's the magic number.
What are you doing, Ken? I'm gluing sperm together. How's you getting on over there? Diluting elephant's juice to see what happens. Like, spunk science is a terrifying area to work in, I imagine.
Fucking hell.
Well,
It makes sense, though. Yeah.
Sure.
Also, when you went,
thanks,
you mentioned mice, and then you went of land animals. Do mice not live on land?
well,
Sea
yeah.
mice,
Sea mice.
Sea mice, yeah.
River rats.
badgers.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
it doesn't say that mouse isn't a land animal.
It was just the way you phrased it was strange.
I
Aaron's Scottish. The way he phrases a lot of things is strange.
It's true.
Big sperm.
Big sperm.
Big sperm.
Good name for a section, terrible name for a kebab shop.
Oh.
Right. Back from that lovely Come Tuesday. Can you hear that, boys? It's Tasty's Hoss alarm because we've got Dijak versus Von Wagner.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Thick men doing thick men things.
I've totally butchered this and not read my notes from last night, so we don't have a dodgy language that Troy and Joe are going to question. So it's just picture in picture.
Fair enough. That's fine.
Cool.
Florida Man stories.
Baby, just say yes.
Hang on, what's this? Florida man claims sheriff's wheel of fugitive video cost him his job. David Gay says he lost his job and was left distressed after a Florida sheriff repeatedly accused him of being a fugitive in social media videos created to resemble the popular TV show Wheel of Fortune. But Gay wasn't running from the law at any of those times. He was either already in the local jail in connection with the misdemeanor case or had already been released from custody after being given probation.
There you go.
There you go. It doesn't seem like there's an awful lot to go on today, does there, for Florida?
No, which is strange because I mean, only in Florida would there be a Wheel of Fortune style crime show.
Wheel of Misfortune.
Yeah, Wheel of I don't know. Right, because of the debut of Stevie Turner and her computer.
Hang on.
no.
Sorry, I've just found one. I haven't got the full story, but it's just the title. Just the title. Florida man breaks into ex's home, poops on everything.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Everything. Everything.
It's like a lawn sprinkler.
Instead of,
Right. Go on.
I was going to say, instead of 8 pints of blood, it's 8 pints of poop.
Inundated with the stuff. Go on, Joe.
Joe's patented 4 egg system the days before. Let it build up. In honor of Stevie Turner and her computer fucking thing, whatever it is, I'm going to give you a higher or lower quiz on the most expensive computer games. These are all like the AAA sealed in plastic bollocks that people collect. For some
Yeah.
reason. So we'll start, Aaron, with your favorite, the original Mega Drive Sonic the Hedgehog. These are all like primo, the best ones you can get. This is like the maximum they've ever gone for. So
Like,
the Sonic the Hedgehog cartridge
unopened.
box, instructions, like all the jazz in them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I think they call it A+, isn't it? Or A+,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever it is, yeah. So the original Sonic the Hedgehog. How
What's
much
the
does that go
highest
for?
a copy of it's ever gone for?
The highest copy's ever gone for.
Go on, Aaron. I'll let you
It's
guess.
in
'Cause you like
dollars,
Sonic.
by the way. Dollar
Right.
reduce.
I'll let you guess, Aaron.
20,000.
Do you know what that sounded like? Memory Man.
I do remember. There is a 20 grand in it, but there's another number before that.
Oh,
120 grand.
$420,000
Fucking Nora.
for a fucking Sonic the Hedgehog computer game. That
It's not even a good one. The old ones are shite.
first
Play
one's
them
fine.
back.
You
They're a
need,
bit
your,
naff.
you need your head looking at if you're paying
Needs
that
some
much
deep
for it.
kissing of humans in it, doesn't it, to make
Ah,
it worthwhile
yeah.
for you?
Speaking of which, not deep kissing, Sonic. My friend was clearing out his apartment the other day, and he came across some old Dreamcast games. I've got a near perfect copy, like sealed almost copy of not sealed almost, but basically it's in pristine condition of Sonic Adventure.
The best Sonic game there is.
Best Sonic game
The
going.
best Sonic game.
Yeah.
I spent, I think, 3 months on Twitch, on our Twitch, completing that 100% in the cunt.
Yeah, you
I
did.
know, you
Yeah,
did.
I
you
even
did.
grafted hours in between that you didn't watch because there was so much sweating on it.
I
Oh,
also got Ready to Rumble Boxing and Sega Rally 2 off him. But yeah, Sonic Adventure. Oh, chef's kiss.
yes.
Okay, higher or lower than Sonic the Hedgehog? Legend of Zelda for the NES.
Oh, lower. Is that the one? It's the gold cartridge.
It's the gold cartridge.
I've got that.
Yeah, but it's not in mint condition, is it?
No, it looks like it's been dragged through a hedge.
Yeah.
Lower.
Lower. It doesn't go. I don't think it goes for as. Oh, go on. Are we wrong?
$870,000 for a
Fuck
pristine
off.
What
Gold
do you get a fucking
cartridge
like?
one. I mean, people will collect things, and this drives the price of things up.
I know that's daft.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yes, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Higher
Lower.
or lower?
Lower.
Lower.
Yeah, 312. Over $250,000.
That's still silly, silly money.
Well, a Mike Tyson Punch, which isn't even a good game. But right. Higher or lower? Super Mario 64. It's me,
Ooh.
Mario. You can pull a
Ooh.
mouse around.
I'm going lower.
Lower.
1.56 million.
Get to fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And finally, higher or lower than 1.5 million. Right. The original NES Super Mario Brothers.
Higher.
Higher.
Yeah, it has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah.
$2 million.
That is
paid
fucking
for a
batshit.
pristine
That is.
copy of that. I only thought of this as well because I think American Customs cut through someone's pristine Pokemon Yellow,
Ooh.
opened it, cut
Yeah.
the seal off everything, and it's
Yeah.
worth fuck all now. And
No way.
It was like, well, you've just seen that Sonic the Hedgehog goes for 400. I don't know what Pokemon Yellow went for.
I think
Oh,
I think
mate.
it was only like 20,000 or something. But even
Only.
then, yeah,
But-
exactly. Even then,
But
yeah,
yeah, you'd be furious.
mate.
That was a terrifying world I dipped my toe into.
that was your picture in picture. Back from the break, they hoss off. Lots of great action, some very close falls against each other, both sides. Dijak's finisher is the exact same as Zoey Stark. Is my last note on that. And
I thought
he doesn't
that.
even do it as good.
Yeah, well, when he debuted, he fucked it, didn't he?
Yeah, there is a difference in size between Von Wagner and women, I suppose.
Indy Hartwell, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also bigger, like, so, but yeah, everyone seems to be doing GTS variants at the moment.
Do, don't they?
Yeah, must be the new thing.
On a positive, though, this match was better than it had any right to be. I really enjoyed this. Von Wagner looks like he's been putting a shift in again. Yeah. Like he looks decent.
He looks well when he came out and they were like, it's just been authorized. I thought, it's going to be a fucking 2-minute bobber, this, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
And it was genuinely
competitive match.
I was like, more of this, please.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No, I thought it was really good.
I can see Dijak winning.
I can see Dijak winning. I think Dijak.
Wesley.
Yeah. But of course, we'll do our predictions on a separate episode, for watch out for that. But yeah, I absolutely reckon he's going to beat him for it. I think it's going to help solidify this kind of new image character that he's got. I feel like Von Wagner's going to go up to main roster soon. Because they've already got one big hoss there in Dijak. So it doesn't make sense to have two. Certainly not an NXT. Like there's not that many big guys there, and if they're not going to do anything with him, then send him to main roster.
What? Do you get fed to Braun Strowman? Or
they'll tag. They'll be called Big Lads Incorporated or something. I don't know. Big Seasoning. There you go.
Mean Street Posse. Yeah.
The little promo later on, actually, which we'll get to, between Wagner and Robert Stone was interesting to see where they go with that, but we'll discuss it in a little bit. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. I really did. I sighed when it kind of suddenly got announced and was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, I was fully invested in this. A big tasty special.
Far better than what it should have been.
Yeah. Definitely. 5 stars in the Performance Center.
Do you know what isn't 5 stars though? It's time for some hard justice.
This is dedicated to the hardcore. It's time for some hard justice.
Hard justice.
Oh, Christ. Oh, it's 50-50, isn't it? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's
prison pizza.
That sounds like a euphemism.
God.
Ramen noodles are also a primary ingredient of this dish, being the prison staple that they are. By crunching up the noodles and some crackers in a trash bag, add hot water and mold into a circular shape for the crust. Add whatever toppings you like: cheese spread, summer sausage, salsa. This one could get scary pretty quickly, and I'm trying to hold my laugh in at summer sausage.
I used to go to school with a girl called Summer Sausage.
Fuck off. Do you know what? That doesn't sound all that bad.
We're not done.
Oh God.
There's always worse.
I just meant the creative way in which you make the base. Like that's thinking outside the box. That
it's the exact same way as you would make the jailhouse tamales, as just wetting things and making it stick together. Like
you're limited options.
It's soggy crisps, yeah. Soggy crisps, and then you let it dry.
Why wouldn't you just put things on the crackers and eat them like a little pizza? Why have you got to wet it all up?
If you eat that day in, day out, Joe, you get bored.
And you just think, you know what, I don't want to chew anymore. I'm just going to make everything moist so I can just push it down my throat hole.
I love a moist pizza, so I do. Yeah.
I mean, I was happy for the noodles because I wanted to do the beef baby bit from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But other than that, no, not on board for that. That's a thumbs down for.
What was it that put you off? The blend of crackers and ramen, or the summer sausage?
Oh, summer sausage.
I
went to prom with it.
Would the noodles just still be solid because they've not been hot water dinner?
No, because it just said you put water in it.
Put hot water in it, said, didn't it? So they would cook, but I'm assuming the crackers would absorb any extraneous liquid. So you'd be left with this.
So it is literally a soggy base.
No,
likes
they'd
a
leave it to
soggy
dry
pizza?
out, surely.
I tell you what, Aaron, right? When we really run out of content, we'll make these on a
Yeah, man.
stream or something.
Yeah.
Right? And then you've got to fucking eat them as punishment for your crimes, which are many and varied.
Oh, right. Okay. That was a hard justice.
Ah, justice!
Fucking hard to digest, it should be called.
Oh, Christ.
Next up, it's Tony D. Did you hear about the noodle who falls in love with anyone he meets? He's such a hopeless romantic.
Oh, do you not want to hear my Italian
Fucking
joke?
hell.
How do you excite a topless Italian?
Come on.
You play with their naples. See? You should have led with that, mate. I'm getting good at these.
You got a nice innocent one and a raunchy one.
And a filthy. Well, no, it's just a bit cheeky. Bit of blue for the dads. Bit of page 3.
Love a good bit of page 3, so I do.
You're not allowed to do
Especially
that
with
anymore.
my pastas, aye. See that penny, that gets me going.
Well, it's 2 letters away. You missed the other one, mate. I did a good one.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
You'll have to listen back to find out.
Oh, don't make me listen to all of this again.
Just skip to like 50 minutes in.
Skip to the end.
So yeah, that Tony D's here. It's a segment. I genuinely don't have any notes on this segment. I just had to make the joke.
He speaks to what's he called?
Stacks.
2Ps or whatever, yeah. And says, "Have you sorted the thing?" And he goes, "I've sorted 2 things." And they go, "Great." And then they walk off.
That's it. If anything, this was a Parabot segment.
Yeah, this should have been a Parabot segment.
Oh, fuck's sake, Parabot, what are you playing at?
Because then you could have put some of that like Italian accordion music.
Background music, elevator music.
They're angry at Dijak still for some reason, but
Because he's been because he's selling fugazi pizzas made out of ramen and biscuits.
it's an insult, Mamma Mia. Dijak's pizza prison. Ugh. Yeah, don't know what that was about. Shite.
Next up, Nikita Lyon is injured again. Shock.
She fucking sick now, isn't she?
She's got to carry that booty around, hasn't she? It must be hard
It's
on
like-
the shins.
Do you know those girls that just never wanted to do PE, so they'd come in every week going, "Oh, I forgot my stuff. Oh, I've got a note from my mum."
I mean,
That's Nikita
I
Lyons, isn't it?
wasn't a
Nikita
girl.
Lyons,
I wasn't a girl, but I did that as well. Because why would I want to run around in a freezing cold fucking sports hole, you lunatic? I'm going to go and smoke near the fish pond like a cool kid.
Oh, wow. Edgy. Ooh.
Edgy.
Edgy.
Edgy as a fucking pita bread, me, pal.
This is where the...
Edgy as prison pizza.
Yeah. They do a full investigation on who ran over Nikita Lyons or attacked her or tickled
Full
her,
investigation. Who's there? Taggart.
tickled her foot or whatever they done.
Just one more thing, man. Yeah.
My wife loves you.
And then just does a shit in his anorak. But this was good because I was like, I missed all of this last week. Like, 'cause I don't really care.
So what happens when you watch it at 2-speed?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just like 1.2. I watch it at. Thank you. Like it's fast enough to get it done quickly, but it's not comical.
Right.
But no, they like stopped it and like highlighted people who were there because because they were in the background because they were like, Lash Legend and stuff in the background. How can you?
I didn't see that.
Wendy Chu sat in a car.
Got her head out the window drinking a sippy cup. I didn't see that.
No.
I didn't see half the people that
So
were there.
it's kind of good because it's set up for like it's like Who Shot JR, isn't it? It's
Little Dallas reference for you there.
Mr. Burns for you.
Yeah, okay.
No. Oh, Aaron, you don't know what Dallas is, do you?
No.
Right, Who Shot JR was the premise of a TV program called Dallas back
And
in the
that's where
what,
they got the
80s?
Who Shot Mr. Burns
Yeah.
meme.
Yeah.
Right,
But it ran
okay.
for an entire summer and was like headline news because it was such a big thing. And it turns out it was
Turns out it was a dream.
a ghost.
That was it.
No, it wasn't. It was his sister, but then he came back and it was all the shooting was a dream and he was wanking in a shower or something. It was bollocks, mate.
That,
It's all-
that bit didn't happen, Aaron. That
he came out of the shower when he was alive. He may have been wanking in there. We don't know.
Fuck's sake.
Dallas After Dark.
Oh,
Do you think if you never
Dallas Dark Elevation.
nut, do you think if you never nut and you're physically unable to, it just stores up and it just like
No, it gets absorbed
swells
back
up.
into your system. Otherwise, priests would have massive space hopper buster gonad tile testicles, wouldn't they?
Well, they wouldn't, but
Not all of them are bad people. I'm sure there's nice priests.
like
Never
Damien Priest.
Yeah, or
There you
Maxi
go.
Priest.
Maxi Priest. There you
Yeah.
go.
Did I tell you about the time I thought I was going to watch Maxi Priest and it
I
wasn't?
thought you were going to say, did I tell you about the time I thought I was Maxi Priest?
That was a difficult couple of days that I had to. That was an intervention. No, I thought I was going watching Maxi Priest and it was Maxi Jazz, and I was kind of not disappointed, but also, yeah, the Rastafarian hat was a mistake.
Oh, God.
No.
Maxi
Instead
Jazz
of
is a
a red
bold
stripe
man.
as Yeah. I rest in
Oh, yes.
next up.
Oh,
You know what screams like, oh my god, I can't wait for Saturday? As your main event, just having a video package that recaps everything. They're not even on the show.
well, this was fucking nonsense. This is exactly what we got last week. It was just in a studio rather than in the ring.
Yeah.
What?
Even then, most of it like was
Just
just
a repeat of the
videos
same
of-
gumph.
yeah.
Sounds, when he didn't win it at Thingy, we knew we were going to get this stretched out.
Yep.
Just have them on the show. I don't know if I just pulled my mic out there. Did I just
No,
pull
it's
my
fine.
mic out?
No.
Right. Yeah. Just have them have them both on the show. Have one of them in a match. And
Yeah,
then
have them in a
one
squash and
runs
then
in
come out
or
and
some pish.
Slap them about.
Yeah.
This isn't
Do
so.
something.
I got confused there. I know, which obviously you're talking about Von Wagner and Braun now. I do know about the segment later, which is why I said we saw it in the ring last week and now we're seeing it in the studio setup. This is one of two segments that are just pretty much carbon copy repeats of last week.
Last week, but
Yeah.
not in the ring. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely right. Next up is Tyler Bate versus Axiom.
Axiom.
The match starts. It's what you expect from a Bate versus Axiom match. So let's talk about what something would call something in the world. It's picture in picture.
Florida Man Stories.
Baby, just say yes.
You just couldn't be fucked this week, could
Oh,
you?
no.
I genuinely forgot. Like, it's the one thing I forgot to do this week.
Okay.
And I watched NXT live this week. Yeah, it was very slow, and it's like a Randy Orton and John Cena match. It's no very good. The golf course chase is a genre classic from Hollywood to real life. Its lore lives in the hearts and minds of golfers everywhere, growing in stature with every new report out of Florida. Rarely do we get to actually witness said pursuit. Left to fill in the bunker, jumps in fairway fishtails with our imaginations alone. But this week is a special week, because this week a mythological chase was finally captured in its full. We will put the video out. Harrowing glory thanks to a heroic Lady Lake PD dashcam. Needless to say, it's everything we dreamed it would be and more. The footage, I know yous are like, what the fuck is going on? Stick with it,
I
boys.
forgot what the segment was.
Yeah, I'm
Stick
so
with it.
lost.
The footage picks up the chase with 29-year-old Florida man Jesse Webb behind the wheel of a stolen community watch vehicle, which he commandeered from a neighborhood supervisor, responding to reports that Webb was running around shouting that people were eating his brains out after hopping behind the wheel.
Okay.
How much heroin is too much heroin?
How much bath salts has he?
Naughty salts.
Just
They're
chip
legal,
spice,
so,
mate.
they're
Chip
legal, so it's
spice.
fine. Yeah.
Right.
Ah,
Put the link to this video in the fucking description below so people can watch what the fuck that was.
Don't know.
Because that sounds
Thought they were supposed
just...
to be short headlines, but okay. In 2.
Gary, do you want the short headline then? Florida man claiming people were eating his brains leads police on insane golf course chase. Is that all you wanted?
That would
I
have
mean,
been
that would have
good,
sufficed. I had
You didn't
man.
lead with that. You just started going on about an insane chase on a golf course. And I was
'Cause it
thinking
is.
it was going to be an alligator running about or something. Florida.
Concise, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
man breaks into ex's house and poops on everything. Easy.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Does it?
Yes.
Broke into his house, done a big shit on everything. If he's got a funny name, like Kevin Bourbon or something like that.
Kevin Bourbon.
Otherwise, yeah. It's Chuck Tingle time, boys and girls.
Yay.
Number 1. Sound less enthused.
Yeah.
Number 1. Sentient hot dog takes me on a trip to Browntown.
True. True. True.
Oh, God. Oh, it's true, isn't it? It's got to be. Oh, it's truth.
Number 2. My ass speaks to the dead, and they are so horny.
False.
True.
Nah, it's made up as well. I was going to do all of them made up, but I couldn't be bothered.
The one is true.
What?
The one is true.
Possibly. You don't know. Smoke and mirrors.
Oh.
Number 3. Pride and prejudged ass.
Fuck off. It's true.
False.
It is true. Through the section of Chuck Tingle books where he just does like porn rip-offs, I guess, of them. Number 4.
Wang.
Number 4. Slammed in the butt by my sentient plant-based vegetarian cheeseburger.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Me and Aaron straight away. Yes.
You've cracked the code, haven't you? And finally, number 5. Tuesday morning pounds me in the butt.
True.
False.
It is false. I believe there is a Wednesday pounds me in the butt or a Friday, but not a Tuesday, which is missing out because you could have done every day of the week. That's 7 easy books, isn't it?
Could have done come Tuesday, but
You see,
missed a
That's why
fucking
I
trick there.
you see. Yeah, you see.
Missed a trick.
That was. Oh man, I got you with the trip to Browntown. Yeah, that's Chuck Tingle's bit of the week.
Chuck Tingle or Zach Dingle.
Zach
is
Dingle,
what
I think
there
we
you go.
agreed on, didn't we?
Chucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Oh
Chucky
Christ,
Ducky.
no!
Eh,
Chucky Ducky.
Sea bass.
back from the break. Back from the break.
Oh, sorry.
Back from the break, there is a "This Is Wrestling" chant. I wouldn't have known because there was adverts. So they're going rapid fast. I said that so just. They're going rapid fast. Bait goes
did
for
you
the
not
Tyler
like-
driver twice.
Did you not like the actual wrestling, Aaron?
Who likes actual wrestling and wrestling?
It's all about the intros, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the segments on podcasts. Yeah.
No, I did like the fact that he referred to him as the big strong boy, and B Terror couldn't understand that because he's only little.
Have you noticed one thing?
Here's
I
a
did
Rubik's
notice.
cube. Try and eat it, Booker.
One thing I did notice on the intros, you notice that they've binned off Tyler Bates' towel thing now.
Yeah.
Because it was very mustache mounting kind of reference.
He
is what
also
they both did.
has like shitty version of his old music now.
Yeah, they binned off his music. They had that binned off last time he was on as well.
Yeah.
He's cut his beard as well. Looks less like a mountain hobo.
Just like a kid hobo. Yeah.
Short street level hobo.
Adolescent hobo.
A what?
Adolescent hobo.
There you go.
Right.
Get one of the
They're
world.
going rapid fast. Bait goes for the Tyler driver twice, gets reversed, but he does get the third one for the win.
Great match.
It was lots of fun. This lots of silly nonsense. Lots of nice reversals, counters. Yeah, I mean, it's what you expected, isn't it? If you watched NXT UK and you saw them, then yeah, it was more of that, basically.
Yeah, they are both
Axiom was
excellent.
never in NXT UK.
Shut up. They're both excellent wrestlers. Like, this wasn't going to be anything but brilliant.
Yeah, pendejo.
If you haven't seen any, and I know, well, Aaron, you probably haven't. Joe, I'm sure you probably have.
I watched it to begin with, I'll have you know.
No. I'm referring more to A-Kid's run in NXT, specifically with the Heritage Cup tournament, and then his matches whilst he was champion. And even Tyler Bates ones when he became Heritage Cup champion, and their match for it. It's just fucking outstanding. I'd like to see more of those. I doubt we will, until NXT Europe comes around rather. But the Heritage Cup, or British Rules match, I think it was known as, was a really good stipulation, and these two had a fucking cracker.
Yeah, the match was it was fun. I enjoyed it compared to the rest of the show. Well, most of the show. There's a very big positive. David Kemp attacks, depleting this from an 8 to a 6. He comes in, attacks Axiom.
And Tyler like sort of runs out of the ring and then goes, "Oh shit!" runs back in again. Yeah, which I thought was strange, but okay, whatever. Yeah,
Damon Kemp getting that big push. Yeah.
Better if it was Martin Kemp.
Yeah.
Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp in NXT. Just doing big eyes and looking like he's got a head made of corned beef.
Ross Kemp on gangs.
Ross Kemp on bath salts. I want to watch that.
If you've not seen it, just Google Ross Kemp folds. You'll thank me later. For those that haven't seen it.
My missus went through a phase of just sending me them. It's very disturbing.
Next up, it's Scary Bitch and Spooky Witch. They're finally together. Ooh.
Told you.
Ooh.
I mean, it didn't take a fucking psychic.
True.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they...
Some would say Isla Dawn is psychic.
Piss kick. You're spelling it wrong.
Piss kick. Piss kick? What's a bloody piss kick?
Yeah, it's the start of spring and it's some pagan thing, and I don't think that's true, but whatever. Then it goes all, "Are you afraid of the dark?" with her throwing iron filings into a campfire, which I'm always a fan of. Hitting these 90s references, bang on. But yeah, and she's like, "It's time to put away all the stuff that Alba Fire's done in the past that's led to her downfall, essentially, or of her being angry and her not working together." And then she just goes, "Right, let's
put the fire out. Let's fucking crack on."
She's the fire marshal, you see. She's
right.
Got a high vis on underneath the top.
See the money that goes for just like standing in a workshop with a fire extinguisher in your hand, like watching folk weld. Mental money.
Yeah, but if stuff catches fire and you're
you're
oh shit, then you're a slack alley, son.
Slack alley.
So they're now going to be, I'm assuming, Team Scotland.
Aye.
Scotland.
Raj lasses.
Them and Gallus team up, and then they just go on a fucking tear, just all tenanted up.
Just tenanted up.
Big bag of Kunsel just fucking racking through everyone.
DJ Bad Boy is their theme music.
DJ Bad Boy's their entrance music.
Tenants for the lads, Buckfast for the ladies.
Yeah.
Bucky.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm always a fan of a spooky team, but let's just hope it's not shit.
It will be shit. You know.
Speaking of, it's a poo gimmick, a poo segment, a poo change of character. It's poo talk time.
Shall we get into
Why does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit?
What do you mean?
Well, I was fucking one of yous. Disgusting!
It was the morning of my AP chemistry exam. I was at McDonald's and I thought I had to fart, but I ended up crapping my pants.
Every time!
Is that it?
No.
Right. Okay.
I waddled by several clothing stores around me in hopes of buying fresh underwear, but none of them were open yet. I knew I couldn't be late for my test, so I couldn't go home to change. I had to sit in my own poop throughout the entire AP exam, which I ended up failing.
It's not basically the plot of an episode of In-Betweeners as well.
Sorry. Right. She went to McDonald's, farted, she shit herself, right? She's walked God knows how many miles past shops that are closed with shitty knickers on. Right?
Go on.
and then she's went, I'll just keep them on and sit down.
Yeah.
And just have my exam. Just take them off, put them in the bin.
Don't understand why people do that. If you've just shit your britches, throw them in the bin. What are you going to do with them? Nothing.
Also, right.
What?
Like, as we said, I know, I'm trying to phrase it. As we said last week, right? Unless you've been on a tear for like a weekend, right, and you've not eaten now, right? And even then, it's not normally like a full, is it? It's normally
sporadically, like
it's normally like you get like a warning shot, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, right?
It lingers inside you, and every time you hear your belly,
you go,
you've got to,
that was vegetables, right? Go to the McDonald's have toilets, right? I don't know, it's not even scrapey because it's normally liquid.
Right?
In my
It's
experience.
a wet mess.
It's just a wet mess. Just take off the stride, get your ass under the blower, right?
Oh,
Get your
God.
ass under the floor.
Unless it's a Dyson, in which case you can't. Right? Get your strides back on. Go and fail your science exam. Because she's got to sit there in kiki knickers now, right?
She didn't have to.
What?
She
She didn't have to, but she chose to. She thought, I'm wearing my lucky pants, even though I fouled them. Like under Ronald's gaze as well. Like he's furious.
Oh, God.
Is that why we never see much of Ronald anymore? Just
That's why
everyone's constantly
that's why the
shitting.
McFlurry machine's always broken. Just full of toddy drawers.
Under Ronald's gaze.
I imagine she was sat on them little mushrooms used to have in the kids area.
For fuck's sake.
But no, she went there stinking of shit to her science test, and you've got to sit like you're in rows. I'm guessing if it's like British exam, so whoever sat around us probably fails because going someone stinks of shit. Sir, can I move because she stinks?
Imagine she was like. Imagine
Oh.
she was at like the very front as well. So everyone walking in has to walk like. So she's at the back, and everyone has to walk past her. No,
she had to go to school.
she's at the
School
front.
have a lost
Everyone's
property
already
box.
in, and she walks past everyone sitting down. Everyone's gonna go. "Bleh."
Also, other bonus things to think about as well. Tests are quite long, 2-3 hours sometimes.
She just
Yeah.
sat.
That's
and
going to be
shit.
dried up.
She's gonna be peeling shit off her arse cheeks.
Crusty
Like-
browns.
like-
yeah.
Like, do
Not
you
to
know
be confused
Bugs,
with Crusty
you know
Kirsty
Bugs
Brown
Life where
from
they
my
get
left
caught
foot.
in the cracks? It's like-
Oh,
This not
Jesus. Can we move on? Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
I hate these because they just make me so angry every week. Well, I always wear 3 pairs of underpants at any one time.
Always prepared.
Just take the middle ones off. Sometimes I don't have to take the other ones off. I just whoosh, like that, rip them off.
Right. Next up.
Just sitting there in your GCSEs with just dual cack running down your leg. No need.
It wouldn't be running down her leg because she's sitting down.
She's walked 4 miles. She's
walked 4 miles.
New Look, fucking like Zara, all these places.
Monsoon, Peacocks.
Top Man, she went in.
You would see like a bit of. I'm anyway.
Yeah.
There's so many flaws to this.
Why are we still talking about this? Fucking
Next-
hell.
Angered me.
Next up is Carmelo Hayes backstage, shaking. I've got one note which is shaking like booty meat on a Friday night.
Shaking like what?
Booty
meat on a Friday night.
Fucking tremendous line.
That's fucking superb.
Yep.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm shaking. Shaking like booty meat on a Friday night is how he said it.
Yeah.
Superb.
Also, negative though, it cancels it out with his stupid Versace glasses. It would annoy me if I had them.
Yeah.
They're just clear lenses and it has Versace at the bottom. Like, you're seeing that wherever you look.
Yeah.
It would annoy the shit out of me. It's like, you know when you stare at the sun for
the
so
jerk.
long and then you
No!
just have a blue light just
You're not
wherever
meant
you
to
look.
stare at
You're
the
not meant to
sun.
glare at the sun
I
for.
know in Scotland you're like, what's that in the sky? I've never seen it before.
Right.
Yeah,
That's-
he
that's
basically
all I've
says
got
they're
for
gonna, they're gonna win against.
Yeah. Next up, it's Roxanne.
Something about a red light.
You don't have to
Roxanne.
skate your pants.
You don't have to keck your britches.
Yeah.
Roxanne. I don't know.
Versus Toxic Attraction. Not a match, no, just a face-off. And not even in the ring like last week. Just via
Oh.
video. Via satellite. It's not via satellite.
Come on, satellite.
They're in the same arena.
They're in the same.
goddammit.
They're in the room next to each other. Probably in the same room. It's just
Same
a
room,
divider
I was
between the
gonna
middle.
say, yeah.
You've got JC Jane with her breets getting slowly more out since Sandy Blows left.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Someone's got to have the knockers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breets.
Breets.
Chicken breet.
I love a good bit of breets, so I do.
So I do. Oh.
Uncle Fred. I said
Christ.
Chebs. I said Chebs. Yeah, again, it's exactly the same thing as last week.
Right, no, this one's even worse because Roxanne's about to cry. I don't feel sorry for her. She just looks pathetic.
Yeah, it doesn't make me go.
And,
That's a strong champion.
pure babyface NXT champ, Roxanne Perez. My heart aches for your head. I'm definitely rooting for you. Oh,
Yeah. I haven't. Well, we'll get to that when we get to the
pathetic. You're
predictors.
an adult.
No, but I like that they kept cutting her off, and then she runs in and just like launched herself out, and that made me chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially what happens going into a match that we're meant to be excited for on Saturday, which it is exciting, but they've sort of just calmed it down a bit.
It's only going to be exciting in the way that how they get one belt on two people. That's the only thing that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, as long as it comes off Roxanne Perez, I'm happy. Right, next up is Danny Palmer versus fucking Mission
Dimension.
Impossible,
Stevie Turner.
Matrix, fucking Stevie Turner. Aye. Joseph instantly says, "Download is completed."
But why?
Because she's from the
She's just
internet.
came out. She's
CD-ROMs.
finally here.
And Carter.
I mean, if I had
Carter
something,
95.
if I had something that took like 4 weeks to download, I'd be questioning my internet.
I'll be having a word with my internet provider.
You don't remember how it was with dial-up, pal. Shut up.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
That
Get off the
Pamela Anderson
phone!
video took ages to download.
The match starts. Danny Palmer flips out an arm hold, quite impressive. She flips out more things during the match.
A lot of flipping.
Stevie's so pissed on her debut that Danny Palmer actually gets to fire up in the match. Our finisher is a side effect. Joseph instantly goes, talk about a futuristic finish. What, in 2003 when Matt Hardy was doing it?
If she was covered in tinfoil and she did it, that'd be futuristic. But yeah. Also, I think Joseph says to B-Terror, has she shown you everything you need to see?
Oh no!
B-
Oh god!
B-Terror,
Oh
B-Terror
god!
just goes, I've seen everything I need to see.
I mean everything.
Checks and
Shaka-taka.
everything. Yeah.
Chebs, breets, the works.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, for some weird reason, there was like a chat log in the bottom left-hand corner throughout this match that I didn't understand because I couldn't zoom in on it to see like.
It was just people people.
Generic like bot thing.
Oh,
going.
love you, Stevie. Oh, I've subbed to you. Oh, you're.
There was one that was NXT fan forever or something pitched like that. I was like, okay. Who the
Can I
fuck
have your
is that
bath water?
Can I have some of that futuristic bath water of yours, please?
Fucking hell. I didn't look at them fully. I knew they were there. I wonder if the anonymous, or not anonymous, the NXT anonymous or whatever they're called, commented. Not scripts. Not the drizzling scripts.
Possibly.
Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't look at it.
No.
I didn't think this was too bad. Sorry, go on.
As a apparently she did Hana Kimura's entrance as well as a little tribute.
That's cool.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
It was fine for a debut.
I didn't think it was that bad. She spent too much time fucking like mugging the crowd off. Like,
yeah,
just focus more on the match.
Because I was like, this is quite heelish, the stuff you're doing. Like when she was kicking her in the head, I was like,
oh yeah. She's definitely a heel. Like it was like this in NXT UK. Like you couldn't quite work out, and it was like, oh no, she is. She's also switched up her finisher because it wasn't always the side effect. Like it looked more brutal. She had them kind of wrapped up in the ropes before, and I think she just ran up and just booted them in the back of their head or something.
See, I'm a fan of that. Yeah, that's a good finisher.
Her old finisher was much better.
Side effect.
Futuristic side effect.
Futuristic side effect.
Aye, okay. Right. Next up, 1K away. They laugh at Henley and Keanu because they're not a team.
The Fallon Examiner this week. Cat hops into delivery van. That's fun. That's a headline.
Oh, the what? The Fallon Examiner?
The Fallon Examiner from the small
Tory constituency.
Of, Fallon Henley. No, well, wasn't right. Sorry. Tricorn Pipe was on the phone, wasn't she?
To a boy called, or a girl called Zach.
Oh, Zach Dingle.
Zach Dingle.
Zach Efron.
Oh.
It's Zach from Saved by the Bell.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and then Thingy catches her and she's like, don't. I knew this was going to happen.
Who are you on the phone to?
I bet it's her brother or something.
Yeah, it'd be
but then if it is your brother, why would you not just say, oh,
it's my brother?
Yeah.
Because it could be a personal family issue that's going on that she doesn't want to divulge information about.
It's my brother.
Yeah,
you have
but
to say
maybe
why it's your brother.
I don't know what's going on.
But yeah,
that's me to decipher their script writing process.
We're on a night out in fucking Scousland, right? And
Scousland?
And my mum phones me up, right? And then you come in and go, who are you on the phone to? I'm on the phone to my mum. And then you'll just go, okay.
All right.
And then
tell her I said hello.
Tell her I said, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Caden Carter.
I'm not going to go, it doesn't matter who it is.
Top secret.
Aye.
Yeah. So then this happened. Caden Carter and what's she called? Scimitar Opportunity come along. And like,
Scimitar Opportunity.
You're not a real tag team. Oh, yes, we are. We'll get on the same page for next week. All right, cheers. Bye.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, we are.
This conversation isn't over.
Yeah.
End of segment. Waste of time.
So, see you next week then for more of the same pash.
No, see you on Saturday.
Saturday.
For the same pash.
Great.
Yeah. Because remember, after one win as a tag team, they're number one contenders. Never forget that.
There's no other tag team. We've got one now with Bitch and Witch, but yeah, other than that. Oh, sorry. Now, what did we call them? The Scottish contingent, something like that.
Yeah.
Shortbread.
Weechy as fuck.
Shortbread sisters.
Shortbread sister.
Oh.
The Iron Bruisers.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
The Iron Bruisers.
Yeah, boy. That's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out, Aaron.
Next up is Mugulak versus what's his first name again? Charlie
Dempsey.
Charlie Murphy.
The match starts. They have a pleasant wrestle, grappling.
What?
They have a pleasant wrestle. It's funny, isn't it? Had a joyful tussle.
they do have a pleasant wrestle into an ad break. So again, we don't have a language for you because I'm a FUD. It's picture in picture.
Florida Man Stories.
You want just the title? Fine, I'll give you the title. Nothing else. Florida man arrested after stealing a crossbow by stuffing it down his trousers.
Has he got a fun name?
That's it. That's what I live for.
His name is Darren Durrant.
See, that's good.
Darren, what now?
Durrant.
Call him Dee. Yeah, Dee the crossbow trouser dude. Yeah.
He's got a crossbow down his pants.
He's got a lot of space.
Next, after the picture in picture, we have Gulak is having an unpleasant wrestle now. It's not going very well for him.
An unpleasant wrestle.
An unpleasant wrestle.
Right.
Took a turn.
Yeah, it wasn't looking good for him. Dempsey goes for the knee. Gulak goes for Dempsey's arm. They go back and forth and tussle and tassel. And Drew Gulak wins, but I couldn't tell you how because I couldn't rewind it and they didn't show me a replay.
He pushes Dempsey into Hank Walker and then gets a surprise roll up.
There you go.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, just like the second bullshit finish of the evening.
Yeah, don't mind it. It's fine. Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah. You just want to talk about your pleasant wrestle match? Or no?
It was decent. I'd like to have seen it gone longer. Again, another silly finish where it didn't really need to be, much like the first tag match. Yeah, I like both of these guys. Like Charlie Dempsey's character is still just a bit. I don't really know what it is. Gulak, I like the fact that he's back in NXT. Hopefully, it'll invigorate a little bit more life into what he does. And I'm intrigued where they're going with this because I think a lot of us thought that it was going to be Gulak and Dempsey like just straight away. He was going to bin off Hank Walker the other week, but it didn't happen. So yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I just wish this had gone a bit longer and didn't have a wonky finish.
Yeah, basically.
Next up, it's Von Wagner. He's mad. He's throwing stuff about. Robert Stone needs Von Wagner to come out of his shell because he's just a big man. He doesn't show emotion. He needs to show his emotions to Robert Stone. He needs to be expressive. He needs to show character. It's what we want. Yeah, big meaty man crying about how miserable he is.
It's not what we want, and we're also not going to get it.
I hope he just murders Robert Stone. That'll be fun. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Next up, it's the main event. It's the New Day Invitational of the Dyad versus Chase U versus Inoue and Blade. Winning team gets to join the other three teams, Gallus, New Day, and Pretty Deadly, in the Fatal 4-Way, which would be a Fatal 4-Way when they join, on Saturday at Vengeance Day. Match starts. Chase U take reign for a bit. The Dyad hurt Chase to two outside. Chase two outside. Sure, Aaran, cool. Chase goes for the tag, but Fudson gets taken out. Then Blade and Inoue. Dyad hit the powerbomb lung blower like combo, which looked pretty horrid on Chase, but he kicks out to the surprise of no one. The crowd are meant to go, whoa, but they didn't. Fudson gets a hot tag, which means B-Terror says is one a show is Shucky Ducky Quack Quack.
Ah, Shucky Ducky.
After that, Blade gets the tag and runs about.
Just runs about.
Runs out. All right.
Good double team offense by them. That's Blade and Inoue I'm talking about, including the dive into the outside on everyone else. Chase takes the tag, like he just tags one of them, like so secretly. So he's like a man. A Tower of Doom's three people, so he's the one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Pebbles gets involved. She jumps on the apron. If anyone that's heard us say Pebbles, Pebbles is The Rock's child.
Gravel,
Pebbles.
Screen.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. She gets involved, but then Tia Hale takes her out, which teases that there's something going on with Pebbles. Yeah. Pebbles might be we might actually start seeing her doing stuff now.
We go and get a match.
Yeah. And from that, Chase, you win the match, and they're the fourth team. To be fair, out of the three teams, probably the most expected ones. They are over as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah,
over
they
as
really
fuck.
are.
They're not going to win, but
I think they'll get a close finish, and the crowd will go mad.
yeah.
And then they'll shit the bed.
All right then. I enjoyed this. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was a proper good, silly tag match of nonsense.
Yeah.
When they had this as the main event, I was like, I don't know. Seems a bit of a weird way to go out, but the match itself was good.
You've got to remember, just cause Schism are shit, it doesn't stop them being grizzled young veterans who are a great tag team.
That's the issue. Yeah.
That's the thing with it, is because you go, they've not done anything and they're always in Tods. Oh, but they are still really good.
Always in Tods.
Forget, don't you? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's celebrate the end of this segment.
All
the teams have a stare off. They all, apart from New Day, who are in the Royal Rumble gear in a video.
It's made me laugh.
Definitely not recorded. No. So let's celebrate a Duke Fudson win with what is a slang term in Scotland for a vagina?
A fud.
It's vagina talk time.
Glorious V-A-G. You're fuckhole. A wee fur bugger.
Hooray!
Oh, God.
Oh, these are vagina confessions, aren't they now? I forget.
Confessions of a vagina. Why?
After it, can I do it? I'll just laugh at me.
Come on. Serious face.
After a bad breakup.
Sorry. Go on.
All I can think of now is like the vagina monologues, and I've just got the penis soliloquies in my head.
Right, there you go.
After a bad breakup in college, I went out with some girlfriends and ended up going home with someone. 3 days later, I felt something weird when I went to the bathroom. I pulled out a condom that still held semen in it. I went 3 days without noticing a filled condom was stuck in my vagina.
How do you not know that?
No. I've already nearly thrown up once today when I had to bring the bin in and there was like some wet bread on top of it. Don't need that as well.
Prison pizza.
Oh, don't. Harvey was laughing at me because I nearly chucked up in the sink when I was washing my hands.
Please tell me this story's over, Aaron.
It is over, yeah.
There's no... And then I opened it and it was
surely it doesn't get worse than that.
And inside was a phone number saying...
Right,
no, I don't know. Not having one, I don't know if you would or would not notice, but like...
Yeah, I've got a question about this, right?
Oh, God, don't question it.
No.
Don't question it.
Theoretically, right?
Right.
So you've put a condom on, right? You're pumping your bud, rotten, right?
Could have just said having sex.
Get in your hole.
Get in your hole, aye. Getting some poontang.
Oh, God.
Right.
That notorious Scottish word, poont.
Right. And you're right. Say so it is on a night out. So the boy's steaming. He's gonna be fucking pissed as a fart. He's not realizing
right.
the condom.
She might be drunk as well, but
right?
as long as it's consensual, we're all fine.
So see when she stands up, right? Would it not just slowly trickle out? Because the open end is at the bottom, right? How is this condom magically flipped itself around here?
Or just tied itself in the knot?
How is that
Miss. If he, I mean, I don't want to fucking go into the science of it, but it is possible.
I'm having my dinner in a bit. I don't want to be thinking about this.
No, if he has arrived And then,
Arrived!
and then
No, that's what the condoms are there for. So they
no,
don't arrive.
really, I thought they were for fucking storing vegetables in your freezer.
No,
Right.
just for tying.
No,
knots in your
if he
vagina,
has arrived at the station and then has kept going for a bit, though, it could have fallen off, and then he's just like pushed it further in, like,
but he's
Like tucked it away for safekeeping.
you know,
Right.
or he may have been he was in the seminary, he was a priest, and he packed it in, and it's his first night, and he's arrived so much off the end, like a Nerf gun.
Oh
So those are all possible options.
no! Oh, this is fucking terrible. I've pulled the cable out of my fucking headphones. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
oh, right. On that delightful note, that was the lovely NXT.
Yeah, that's all of it. Yep.
What were your highs and lows?
Joe arriving
Joe,
hard.
full pelt, one pump. Aye.
Almost.
like a sawn off shotgun. Do you know what? I thought on the whole, this was a decent show. I
No,
thought
it was in the hole, Troy.
Stop it. It's a good go home show. Highs and lows.
I will give you mine. My high
Go
is
on.
Von Wagner and Dijak match. I genuinely, for a horse fight, I'm never one for two horses, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was unexpected.
It's fun, wasn't it?
I was fast paced. Like for two big men, they were clobbering
They were-
shite at each
yeah.
other. My low, I think it has to be Stevie Turner. I'm not gonna lie, it's just a bit stinky.
The futuristic Stevie Turner.
Yeah, it's from the future.
I wish you'd turn into past tense, fucking Stevie Turner.
Listen, when she comes around with all them AOL CD-ROMs, right?
My low is the Creed brothers and Indus Sher. For something that's been built up for fucking months, this first interaction was just turds, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dijak and Von Wagner was really good. Better than Andy Wright to me. But you've already chosen that. Axiom versus Tyler Bate was really, really fun. As was the triple threat tag. I'm going to go the triple threat tag as my high. It was just fun and fast paced. I think New Day have done a really good job of elevating every other team in the division. And it's quite obvious to see when you watch matches like this. And that's exactly what they were put there for. I think we all agreed collectively and said the same thing when they first appeared. But yeah, this is really, really fun. Good way to close out the show.
Well, if you do that, I'll go for the Axiom Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
One. And the low, I'm going to go with the Indy Hartwell thing because
Zoey Stark.
Yeah. Or the Roxanne Perez interview.
Oh, God, yeah.
We had it last week as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And same with Braun and fucking...
Same with the Braun and Digital
Waller.
Dickhead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just treading water, which I know they have to, but yeah, they could
Just
have
don't put it on the show at all then. They shouldn't have put it on last week and had it on this week. It'd have made more sense. But
Yeah.
to do the same thing 2 weeks back to back, like...
But yeah, I'm with trying that though. This was like the first NXT that I was solid from start to finish.
Yeah.
Which is a rare thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Indeed.
Indeed.
Iranu.
Now, shall we do some tidbits?
Tidbits. That's right. Tidbits this week. We're going to do today's date at time of recording, which is Pinch Punch first day of the month, 1st of February. And we're going to do tomorrow's date, February the 2nd. So we'll start on the 1st. 1993. On Monday Night Raw, the narcissist Lex Luthor, sorry, I'm thinking Spider-Man, makes his in-ring debut for WWE, beating Jason Knight in less than 3 minutes. On the same show, Brutus the Barber Beefcake made his first appearance at WWE in over 2 years. 1997, ECW Crossing the Line Again was held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The show opened with Paul Heyman delivering a passionate speech to the entire ECW roster, telling them that ECW's first ever pay-per-view event would be held on the 13th of April and titled Barely Legal.
Don't Google that.
Don't Google that. Don't Google that. 2017, an NXT TV taping at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. Tyler Bate made his first defense of his WWE United Kingdom Championship against Trent Seven. And in 2018, at an NXT taping at the iconic Center Stage Theatre in Atlanta, Georgia, Andrade Cien Almas successfully defended his NXT Championship against Johnny Gargano. The stipulation of the match meant that Johnny Gargano had to leave NXT. If you remember that. Yep. And finally, 2018, 5-Star Wrestling from Liverpool was held at the Echo Arena. Mark Haskins won the 5-Star Wrestling Tap or Snap title in a 5-way elimination match, beating BT Gunn, Flash Morgan Webster, Joey Axel, and Nathan Cruz. In the main event, John Morrison retained the 5-Star Wrestling title against Rob Van Dam. John Morrison and Rob Van Dam in 2018. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, please. Notable birthdays: 1987, Saxon Huxley; 1988, Ronda Rousey. And that's about it. 2nd of February, on this day. I didn't mention at the start, as I usually do, all of these come courtesy of tjrwrestling.net. Do check them out. Got some really, really good bits and pieces. So that's where I get all the tidbits from. We will go to... What year? What year have we got here? 1998. Monday Night Raw was in Indiana. The first match of the night saw Cactus Jack take on Chainsaw Charlie, or also known as Terry Funk, in a King of the Hardcore match. The match ended in a no contest after Cactus Jack backdrops Charlie into a dumpster, climbed up on the Titantron and launched himself onto Charlie, still inside the bin. Straight away, Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg turned up and tied the lid shut before launching the dumpster off the stage, with Cactus and Charlie still inside. 2004, Monday Night Raw was in Pennsylvania. Before Trish Stratus could take on Molly Holly for the Women's Championship, Eric Bischoff came to the stage to tell Trish she wasn't the number one contender, so instead would be taking on Kane. Lucky for her, Chris Jericho ran out to make the save, but was taken out by Kane for his troubles. While Kane was still in the ring, Goldberg came out for what seemed to be an official match, but was fought to a no contest after a bolt of lightning hit the ring. The Undertaker appeared on the big screen, and Goldberg hit Kane with a spear as the ring filled with smoke.
Back when wrestling was proper.
2008, Brock Lesnar made his UFC debut against Frank Mir in what would be a tap out when Mir locked a knee bar submission on him in just 90 seconds.
Oof.
And 2014, finally, TNA One Night Only, Joker's Wild, was taped in Birmingham, England, but wouldn't be available in America until May. In the Joker's Wild Gauntlet Battle Royale, Ethan Carter III outlasted Abyss, Bad Bones, Bully Ray, Davey Richards, Doug Williams, Eddie Edwards, Kazarian, Magnus, Rockstar Spud, Sam Shaw, and Samoa Joe to win the £100,000 prize.
Who's Rockstar Spud? I like that.
Rockstar Spud. It's Drake Maverick.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he didn't he win like the TNA boot camp thing years ago? And that's why he ended up in Impact.
Good name for a wrestler. Good name for a takeaway.
And finally, notable birthdays on this day. 84, Brian Cage. 1980, Teddy Hart. 76, Dragon Kid. There's your tidbits.
Lovely stuff.
Aye.
Joe, where can we get you on your podcast, Wrestling and Non?
You can find me on Talking About Wrestling on Damn It Vince. Or if you want to listen about Hallmark and Hallmark adjacent films, you can find me on Hallmark of Greatness. Now, think about that then.
And if you haven't, please follow us on our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, Untitled Wrestling Podcast.
That's it.
Difficult, isn't it, you see?
Twitch, Twitter, and Discord at Untitled Dress Pod, all one word. If you haven't, please do subscribe, follow, like in all our social medias. Our Discord server isn't just about wrestling as well. It's about other things, gaming, other sports.
Speaking of gaming, I'll give you my social medias. TroyXL85 on everything. There you go.
There
Done.
you go.
Cool.
Follow us on things. We have new things coming out.
Not in the street.
We have videos galore. Go.
Hello, yes, Danhausen here. Danhausen has been summoned. You must love this podcast housing, the Untitled Wrestling Podcast housing.